So here is today's lesson one. Um, from my earlier video, you can see me drawing my grandfather, and one of the things I'll talk about now, and you should probably go back and watch that and just give it a like as well, and get to the end of the video if you can, because I'm going to be talking about a lot of interesting stuff about drawing, general to the specific. So this is a really important thing to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you're always getting a general idea of the drawing first and then going into the specifics later. So an example of this is right now. You can see that before I started this drawing, I rubbed out my whole grandfather, and I did this intentionally, and it was no mistake. This is to make sure that I'm only there for the general idea of where everything is before I put the color in. It's not actually too important about it being exact anyway, because it's such a large scale that you can kind of get away with little bits of things if you get the underdrawing really exact anyway. And my drawings are much more about color, so I don't worry about those kinds of things. And that's where I'm going to go to lesson two. Don't actually get caught up in the details if it's too much for you. Find your own style. That's kind of where I'm going here. It's black and white drawings. Other people would be much better at it than me. But when I put color in, that's something that other people find very difficult. But I find it quite natural and easy. So that is one of the last things I'm going to talk about. I'll talk about linear and style and why it's so important. So one of the other things I like doing is also Pollock style paintings, and that's completely within my style, and it's a kind of dance that you do with painting, and it's a mix between painting and drawing. And I love the fact that it's a fine line between the two, because you're putting in a whole effort into painting this thing, and yeah. But I'll go to that to another day. I might even do that with one of these large pieces of paper and just show you that on my next drawing. But we'll see where this goes, and see if I get my love back for portraiture. Then one of the other important lessons is you just got to do it sometimes. Even if you don't want to, do a drawing every day. Just keep at it. If you don't keep at it, you're not going to be creating. And if you're not creating, then you're not learning as much from your drawing. But that's only if you want to make a career of your art. If you're just here to learn how to draw, then you don't really have to do it every day. But if you're going to make it your career, do it every day. Now, one of the final lessons that I'll talk about is about tone. So when at the beginning of the video, you would have noticed that I picked up blue, red, and green first thing. These is the core to your colors. It's in every single color that you have will have one of these or a form of that. So it's good to actually use as a blender or to mark things down. And also, if something's going to be black with color, you could use those three colors to make black, and it will make a much better black than you'll get straight from a tube of anything, or when drawing. Anyway, this is getting close to the end of the video, and thank you so much. Send a like if you made it to the end, and make a comment about what you hope to get out of drawing. I hope to see you guys soon, and I will actually continue doing this. I'll do more classes. So catch you on the flip side.